Latifi.
Back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
A package that wasn't as competitive as we had all hoped. There was that big hope to be as quick as Max, a little bit better. Exposed a weakness of mine, a weak spot of mine. My driving style exposed a weakness of mine, a weak spot of mine to drive fast. COVID started to wear off. To be honest, I never wanted to be in Formula One.
Let's go, man! I got it!
It's backseat drivers time.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Backseat Drivers, episode 31, the Danny Has No Seat edition. Lance Stroll has been doing such a fantastic job. I don't think he's going to get another seat. Let's bring Dave in to discuss.
Hi.
Hi.
That was slick.
That was fantastic.
For some reason, I had to push the button a few times.
I pushed it because I can't control since I'm not sitting on a laptop.
So that's probably, as I pushed it, it would have, one of us added me and one removed.
Yes.
It's even a slick operation when we're pre-recording these.
That almost is like Danny's seat at AlphaTauri.
It was there and then it was gone.
Yeah, for good.
It's all right. He'll be back.
He'll be back. 2025.
Yeah, in Red Bull.
Yeah, Sauber.
Should we invite Buffy in as well, or just leave him in the green room?
Has he been a good boy?
I don't know. Let's find out.
All right, you click.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
G'day,
Buffy.
g'day. Hey, guys.
He's busy
How's it
half
hanging?
his head.
I know the green screen's not working properly.
No.
Disappointing.
I know.
Do we the elephant in the room? Red Bull didn't win.
I know.
Really?
What
happened? I'm sure he just won by like 10 laps. That's why we didn't see anything. They were just
No, unfortunately, it was the other way around.
I missed qualifying.
Wow.
I was doing other stuff. Well, I fell asleep. And then didn't have time in the morning because I had to get myself to Sandown. So I'd seen the results and I figured, well, Max has decided this is the side quest for this week. Yeah. And he's just going to power through the field. And because I hadn't really been watching anything, I didn't realize how slow they actually were. So it was quite a surprise for me watching the race.
Yeah, I bet.
Although the first half of the race, I was nodding off because it was that boring.
Yeah. I almost turned it off and went to sleep.
And then eventually it was getting to the point, and then all of a sudden, safety car, you're like, okay, this is going to do something now.
Yeah, this is going to get Red Bull to the front.
And then the second safety, then the virtual safety car.
Yeah. But it was like it turned out to be. It was a slow burn, but it turned out to be quite good towards the end.
Yeah. It actually was kind of entertaining watching Red Bull because they kind of got shafted by the first safety car.
Yeah, they did.
They cycled to the front, but then it was only a few laps in where they started actually just falling back, which was good to see other cars pass. It was like the only passing in the race was people passing Red Bull.
Yeah, well, it was funny how bad the degradation was on the tyres. So at that point, they probably would have been better off even going. I mean, I'm not sure exactly where they were on the tyre situation, but they probably would have been better off even going and maybe putting on mediums and then going to a softer run at the end or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't think they realised how bad. But also, I do wonder if maybe that because they had trouble firing the tyres back up, I do wonder if the heat cycle and then cooling them down, that caused issues. Because I know sometimes, like in supercars, they will have more trouble at certain tracks if the tyres have been through a heat cycle, or the tyres then might cure a bit if they go through a heat cycle and perform a lot better.
They also didn't do
compound.
They also didn't do Q3 as well, so they would have had spare tyres from that.
They should have had
so they should have been able to, because that was the thing. Mercedes did have an extra set of mediums at the end to be able to bolt on like a new set and go for it. Whereas
Yep.
Ferrari had been through most of their tyres, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So,
So basically,
and
the only options they had was medium hard, and that's it.
the
No,
Did they
Leclerc
have
was on a
the-
soft. No, Leclerc was on a
yeah,
soft.
they would have had a soft maybe.
No, Leclerc
Because
started
they
on
were
the
on the
soft.
medium, weren't they?
No,
Yeah.
Leclerc started on the soft, and then
And went to the
Sainz
hard.
was on the medium. Then went
It
to the
was-
hard, and
It was
Yeah.
hard to tell. At the start of the race, they showed like 5 or 6 cars on softs, and then
yeah,
once the race
and then
started, it was on
I think-
mediums.
then within like about 10 laps, some
Yeah.
of them did their pit stops early and switched straight to hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a note here about Sainz still beating Leclerc. I don't know, everyone kept writing him off for most of the season. Everyone reckons, Leclerc's the number one driver. Sainz is the only one who's beat Max so far.
Sainz is Mark Webber.
Yeah,
Yep.
Not bad for a number 2.
yeah,
Exactly.
not bad.
Yeah.
Not
But
bad.
he's in front of Leclerc for points.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
the only one who's won a race this year.
Other
Besides
than
Red Bull,
Max,
Checo.
yeah,
Yeah.
Checo, yeah.
Max and
Yeah.
Checo. Yep.
Yeah. I think he's doing all right. I think his seat
sure.
should be. I think his seat should be pretty secure next year. Or his contract's not out, is it?
It was no, so he's contracted
2024?
till the end of next year.
Yeah.
But there was rumours that Audi had been already talking to him
Okay.
for 2025.
What bring back Norris and Sainz into Norris and Sainz back together again?
Yeah,
Well,
well,
if
it's a
McLaren's winning races, I can't see.
Norris leaving.
if
Yeah. If.
But they've been competitive. Like considering how they were at the start of the year.
Yeah.
But then also you'd have to look at it and go, well, if they have a slow start again next year,
Yeah, that's a different
are
story.
you better off if you can't get a seat at Mercedes or Red Bull? Are you better off making the move to somewhere like Audi, taking a bigger paycheck
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true,
and
too.
taking your chances with that rather than sitting it out with McLaren again to
How,
ultimately
Had-
disappoint?
how do you think the Audi's actually going to go, though?
Oh,
What's the chance of them
they-
coming in and being competitive in 5 years?
Well, the 2025 is going to be because 2026 is when the regulations change, so
Yeah.
they'll have
Yeah.
they'll
that's
have
when
time
Audi. Is that when
yeah, that's
Audi,
when Audi's in properly.
properly.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but they're starting to, say like if Carlos's contract is up, they're trying to get him in there now. Like
Yeah.
they've already got Seidel
Yeah.
in it, Sauber.
Well, the rumors I heard that behind the scenes at Sauber, they were trying to get rid of their 2 drivers and replace them. I
Yeah.
think one was Drogovic, one was Hulkenberg. They were trying to get in.
What?
I don't know if it's really a change. It's a side step, maybe.
No,
And even still, I think
Possibly even backwards.
that's probably
Yeah.
backwards, especially with Hulkenberg.
because
Yeah.
Joe beat Drogovic when they were together in F2, and
Yeah.
he's doing all right, I reckon. Joe for being in a shitty
Yeah.
car,
Yeah,
he's as good as his teammates been, really.
Yeah. I don't think either of them probably deserve the seat when it's Audi.
No,
no.
But in the position they're in right now, I would only be, if it was me, which obviously I don't get to run a Formula One team, but if it was me, I wouldn't be swapping those 2 out unless it was for someone that was the future at Audi. Like
Oh yeah,
a Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris. If you were getting a big name in now because their contract was that you're going to sign them to 3 to 5 years or whatever as part of the Audi team. Yep, bring them in.
yeah. Well, that's it. Keep who you got. They're not going to
Yeah.
be costing them a lot of money, and they're not going to be wanting more money being in the back.
exactly.
Yeah, and then at least you know where you are. Whereas you bring in Hulkenberg,
Yeah,
he's
He's got to
it's
learn
a
the
waste-
car.
that's a waste of time. Yeah,
Exactly.
and
It's
get
a waste of
Drogovic.
12 months.
Get Drogovic, and then you've got cars going into the wall for the next 6 to 12 months.
Well, that's the problem. You've got Joe up to speed now. If you're putting in,
how many crashes has Joe had? Like, there was the big one in
yeah, but that wasn't his fault.
Wasn't his fault. No,
he hasn't really crashed anything.
No, he's been pretty clean driver.
No, he finishes most of the time. I don't think he's.
I don't think he's crashed. He hasn't had big crash this year.
No, he's been good this year.
Yeah. Unlike Georgie.
Oh, jeez, what was that?
Georgie. Clipper wall.
Now, the funny thing was, though, do you think they should have? He should have let. Do you think that he should have let Lewis pass? He would have had a better chance of passing Norris.
Nah,
it would have been the same. I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Norris and Carlos's strategy worked well for him.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was actually good to see. Good to see, because I don't think Norris had a chance of passing Carlos.
No.
And Carlos knew that he needed something to help him. So
it was so basically, he slowed up and let Norris catch up to him, so he could get the DRS assistance as well.
Yeah.
Which is great strategy.
Yeah. Max wouldn't do that. Max would have just driven away.
Yeah,
but see, he would have had that option.
He would have had the option to drive away. He would have just said, "See you, suckers," and that's it.
But then I reckon Max would have driven away enough to get a break, so then the Mercedes would have had a chance to pass him and then attack him.
But I don't think the Ferrari or Sainz is probably at that level where he could pull a big enough gap.
Yeah. I'm just disappointed because I put money on Leclerc to win. Because I was sure that Ferrari would ruin the car in front's race,
but obviously they didn't. They actually, the strategist actually did well this week, this last weekend.
Carlos.
Carlos. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Carlos, the strategist.
Yes.
How long after he leaves Formula One does he become a team manager or boss or strategist or something?
I reckon give him a couple of years.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be one.
Because he's really smart. Like, he's definitely got it. The way he thinks, it's almost like Alonso too.
Yeah, he's running the team from the car.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like, pit me first, make Leclerc back up, and then he's no threat to me at all.
Yeah. But they did also definitely take the we want to win this race. We
exactly.
don't exactly care which car it is. We will sacrifice Leclerc to an extent so that Sainz can win to guarantee us the win.
Yeah.
It was good to see.
Yeah, Leclerc kind of got shafted, but not because of Ferrari's fault this time. Like, it was just traffic. Like, there was nothing anyone could really do about that one.
But because he slowed down a bit under the safety car coming into the pits. He probably slowed down a little bit too much, which let some other people.
He probably thought he had to give Ferrari time to go get another set of tyres.
But this time they're actually prepared. They actually had all the tyres.
Yeah, they're ready. Yeah. He was thinking 4D chess.
He's a little bit carried away.
Yeah. That's all right.
So, it was good to see that. It's good to see the Mercs up there as well.
Yeah. It was good to see.
Like, we saw somebody besides Red Bull. Yeah, no Red Bull in the top three.
Yeah.
Or even...
I got the hat. I got the hat for the thing.
Yeah, you've even got the Carlos Sainz one.
Yeah, I got the right one.
Yeah.
Yes,
I have money on Carlos Sainz to beat Leclerc in the championship this year.
So what happened with your bets on the weekend?
Well, I put 4 bets on, I think. It wasn't exactly what I did mention to you. Let me hang on. Let's sign in.
Gamble responsibly, of course, people.
This is great viewing.
That's why I put the stinger in there saying gamble responsibly. Think about what you're really gambling with.
Gamble responsibly. We're just waiting for my code to come through. Thank you.
While we're waiting for that,
there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what how painful.
This is riveting. This is riveting. Yep.
Yeah. This is what gambling will do to your life.
Exactly.
And we could actually edit this out this week, but I'm not going to.
No, I would not want you to.
It just makes it feel like it's a normal Thursday night for everyone.
Exactly. We need some fake questions coming up.
Yeah.
I think we've got some.
Yeah.
Well, I've got.
I do.
Yeah, a question from the notes because I hadn't heard about one of these things.
Oh.
Which one? Which one?
Are we going to talk?
We're going to talk about betting. I'm signed in. All right.
Let's get the bets out of the way, and then we'll talk that.
The one I really wanted to come in was Fernando Alonso because he was paying $41.
He had a really disappointing.
Yeah, he did. And his pit stop didn't help either.
Yeah. Maybe because Lance wasn't there, he didn't have the motivation to go out and do a good job. Yeah, he's just like, well, I'm going to be the top Aston driver no matter what.
Exactly.
I can have a nap this weekend.
Yeah. I had Leclerc, Norris, and Hamilton as well. One stage, they're all following behind. I'm like, please. George crashes. I'm like, so close.
It was the right colour.
Yeah, it's the right colour. I thought Sainz was the easy bet for
what, the win.
Well, I thought Ferrari would have to ruin it, and then I'm like, Hamilton's due for a win. It's been 15 years or something.
Two. At least 2 now.
2 years, yeah.
It's been
20,
never
2021?
Yeah.
Yes. Never forget.
Could have won his 6th championship.
Yeah.
Or 12th. I can't remember anymore.
It depends on how many lawyers get involved.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be quite a few.
Because Toto is keeping a close eye on the Massa case.
Yeah. Because he knows then he still doesn't have a chance.
Yeah.
He just knows that he's going to lose the championship then.
Another one.
Yeah.
To go with the 2021 championship, he already lost.
Yeah. So after we take away everyone's championships, who is going to be the current most championship person? Because Michael's got to lose at least 2, I reckon.
When he was at
Michael would only lose 1.
I don't know.
Because he didn't win 97.
Yeah, true. But he's just a sketchy
97
driver.
was... Who's?
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve. Yeah. 98, 99 was Hakkinen.
Yeah. But the funny thing is with Toto, he's like, we're keeping a close eye on this, rah. So what they're basically saying is that Singapore becomes a null and void race.
Yeah.
So Massa wins the championship. So when they have their whinge and Abu Dhabi 2021 becomes null and void,
they still lose it.
Max still wins.
Because he was ahead on points.
Yeah. So,
unless he gets a count back on the unless they instead of going for a null and void, they go back to was it the lap before the safety car?
I think you would have to null and void the race though. From that, the whole race would be deleted.
Yeah. Because you can't really just go back to a certain point.
Yeah.
But the problem is though, but the thing is though, what Bernie says, is it true or is it speculation? You just don't know.
No.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. They're basing this off what Bernie Ecclestone said. But the thing is though, it's Bernie Ecclestone. What he says is not always fact.
Yeah, well, and sometimes he does, throw away comments just to fire things up.
He's the Trump of motorsports.
Yes.
Yeah.
How old is he now? He's got to be in his 90s, isn't he?
We got some big cars coming next year. Big cars. Everyone knows about them. Big cars.
So, Danica got fired?
From what I heard. Oh, well, it's hard to tell because I was looking at Twitter.
That's Twitter. I don't know. I read something on Fox News that Sky Sports weren't happy about the comments she made about Martin Truex Jr.'s girlfriend passing away and that sort of stuff. But whether or not there's actual firing, NASCAR driver.
We have some breaking news. Breaking news. It's only an hour old. which will be even older tomorrow when everyone's watching this.
Yeah.
This is so much better when it's live. Oscar Piastri has extended his contract to 2026.
Good news.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey, McLaren.
That's-
That is
yeah,
good news.
that's not a silly move for McLaren.
No.
No, that's very
actually a good
smart,
news. That's a smart
especially if
Yeah,
because
Alpine.
Yeah.
then Lando is on. They're not finishing together.
Yeah.
No.
When's Lando?
Yeah.
2025?
Yeah, I think he's through to the end of 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then at least you have Oscar locked in if Lando does move. Yeah.
So at least you got Oscar for at least another 25,
Yeah.
26.
That's the other thing I was thinking as well with Lando is, do you then, if McLaren aren't in a position to win,
Yeah.
do you then also go to Audi to be team leader when where you haven't got Oscar Piastri next to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
he's
you don't
only
know
going to
who's
get
gonna be
stronger and stronger. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you say walk away, take the paycheck, etc., and then you look better because you haven't got Oscar next to you,
Oscar.
and you dictate that I would like Bottas to still be my number 2 there,
Yeah.
because we know he's going to get beaten over a championship.
But I'd really like to see them two both in a really competitive car and actually fighting at the front together. Because at least then, if there's
Yeah.
at least then if they've got a car that's better than anyone else, at least the two of them will actually be fighting for a win.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It'll keep it somewhat interesting.
unlike at Red Bull where
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Where-
have a driver and a doorstop.
Yeah.
Basically.
And you want them to replace him with another doorstop.
At least it's a better doorstop.
No, I wasn't the one who suggested Yuki.
No. Because remember at McLaren when Norris had a teammate that just couldn't get anywhere unless he was doing his Maldonado impression.
Who? Yeah, I could have sworn. Who won
Danny-
McLaren's last
Who
race?
won the McLaren's
Danny-
last race?
Danny Maldonado.
Yeah. A win's a win.
A win's a win, and also he still got, and also he made the owner, he made
Money
Zach get a
badger.
tattoo as well.
Money badger.
Yeah, victory. So
It-
what
it-
did
it
Danica
does-
do?
She just did some stuff.
Yeah, Martin Truex Jr. posted something on Twitter about his ex-girlfriend who passed away, and she just replied to it and shared the story going on about how much she doesn't like Martin Truex Jr. and that she reckons it was done by a PR and all this type of shit. It was quite, like, you know, he's posting about someone that he's loved all his life or something,
Exactly.
Yeah.
who died, and she's just been
Okay.
like, fuck
Yeah.
him, he's been an asshole.
No,
I don't like him.
That's
Yep.
probably not the right time to attack someone.
No. Yeah, it's a bit cold.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what you think of someone.
Yeah, you don't say, especially if they're going for a morning period, you don't just go bang like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happening with her at the moment.
No,
What I
real
read was
loss,
that she
really.
had been. Yeah, I know.
I mean, she was all right, but she's not irreplaceable
No, not at all.
in that position. Yeah.
No, you could replace it with somebody else.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
there's
I don't-
things.
Yeah, from what I heard, she has been fired. There was a quote by someone at Sky Sports, that said, "We believe it's best interest of Sky Sports Racing and all of our affiliates to distance ourselves from ones who hold qualities of narcissism and apathy." But I have no confirmation that is true. Anyway, Danica. Go follow her on Instagram. It's a wild ride. I lasted about 8 hours.
Yeah.
8 hours, jeez.
Yeah.
It's an interesting
Yeah.
follow.
Okay, so in that case, there's no point in me following it then.
No.
No, I would
I
keep
would-
away.
I do follow, like in terms of form, I think, who do I follow? Abby Eaton. I follow Abby Eaton.
Oh, she had was she the one who hit the sausage curve and did a
Yes.
neck back?
She was on.
Holy
She was on also.
crap.
Yeah, she was on the Grand Tour as well.
Yeah. Man, that was horrible. That was so fucking
Yeah.
horrible. I
Like,
watched the interview
her
with her,
rec-
like she's
like I saw her.
Yeah.
I follow her on Insta, and
Yeah.
she documented her recovery process.
Yeah.
I tell you what, for her to get back to where she is now, racing again, the people that looked after her did a really good job. Like,
that's the
there
same
was a
as
stage
Sophia Floresh as well. She had spinal surgery and stuff, and she's still no good racing, but she's back doing it.
At least if she can move and walk, that's a miracle in itself.
Yeah, true. Jamie Chadwick started getting a bit better towards the end of the Indy race series.
Considering Kiffin got himself a promotion, Jamie.
Well, where?
The 5th Ganassi seat. My brother, Kiffin Simpson.
Oh.
Kiffin Simpson.
You have a
brother?
No, definitely no relation.
No relation, but same surname.
These guys must be like billionaires.
Yeah.
I have to be.
Although it is only IndyCar, but yeah.
Still.
You can't buy your way in.
What was his name?
Kiffin Simpson. So they essentially, I think what's happened is Andretti's dropping to 3 cars.
Yeah.
So there's an extra Honda lease available. And they've gone, oh, fuck it. Let's take that engine lease and we'll be the 5th Ganassi car.
He's from the Caribbean.
He's a
born in Barbados.
Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
Romanian.
Jesus. That's where his bank account is too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who do you think's been Ridgeline Lubricants?
Yeah. Okay.
Is the family company.
Where did he end up in the standings?
I think he was 10th.
10th.
I'm looking up his Wikipedia page right now.
Jamie finished.
Two podiums, I think.
Yeah, Jamie finished 12th. That's not
he actually
bad.
got a pole.
Yeah,
and he got a pole as well in the next.
So
yeah, but when you've got Rasmussen, who took, I don't know, was it like 5 wins or something this year?
Yeah.
That can't. Yeah.
I heard Rasmussen might be in. Yeah, I can't think of their name.
He's finished 2nd and 3rd.
The
Coin Fleet.
the other one. Nah.
I think they're the other ones.
How many weird names are there?
The one, the Dave, the TV guy.
Letterman.
David Letterman.
Rahal Letterman. Rahal Letterman Redigan.
I thought they had it sorted because they were going for jury.
Maybe. Let me.
Have the lineups been settled yet for IndyCar, or is it still going?
Askew, Rasmussen. Oh no, Ed Carpenter Racing. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Oliver Askew and Rasmussen on the short list.
I'd like to see Askew get another shot, but at the moment, realistically, if you go to Carpenter's, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So because they just went backwards this year, and then even like Foyt's going to have Penske technology next year, or Penske setup sheets.
At least if you go there and you do really well for what the car is, you might get a better seat next year. Possibly,
but you also, depending on who your teammate, like if you're still there with, say, Renus, you've got to destroy him, which you're probably not going to step in there and destroy DK.
Yeah. No.
I mean, if you're good, you're going to do a better job. But, because really, when you look like, it's not like Connor was far off VK.
No.
So, yeah.
Will Connor end up back in IndyCar?
I think he'll probably do the 500 next year.
Yeah.
The big problem is even because I thought he still had the Bitnar funding, but which I think he does to an extent, but not enough to buy a ride with a top team.
No.
And it looks like even Andretti's walked away from big budget from Stingray Bob.
Okay. Is he not in?
Well, I mean, if the figures that he's got are true, he'll end up at Coin or Carpenters, or someone will take him on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard much lately. Haven't heard anything from Augustine Canapino about all these fan base abusing Callum Ilott.
Twitter followers. Well, yeah. I think because Callum turned off Twitter, so that's solved.
Yeah, most likely you would if there's if something like that happened.
His account's still there.
Okay.
I thought he.
Well,
put it on
maybe
silent
turned it
or
off and turned it back on again.
Yeah,
it's there. It's locked.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the.
So it's probably not. Maybe it's a private account.
No. You can post replies.
Okay. Maybe he opened it back up.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe just waited for it to settle down a bit and then opened it back up again.
But Yonkos put out a very generic statement about it, and Augustine hasn't said anything. If anyone's going to calm down the Argentina fans, it should be him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
all right. I'm just looking while we're talking contract. I'm just checking out the contract situation for F1. No real changes apart from.
It's been very boring this year. No one's put out any statement saying they're not driving for anyone next year.
No, not at the moment.
No.
Although technically, actually, on this particular website, crash.net, they're saying Lance Stroll's contract finishes at the end of 2024 on a rolling deal.
Yeah. Does he actually have a contract?
I think Lance.
But do you know how many drivers are actually out of contract at the end of 2024?
Most of them, half of them.
Both Mercedes, both Ferrari.
2025. Both Mercedes.
Oh, that's right. They extended.
Yeah, they extended.
Now.
So we got one at Red Bull. So we got one at Red Bull. Both Ferrari drivers, both Alpine drivers. Guo Zhang Fernando, Lance, who knows? Both the Haas drivers. AlphaTauri have to be confirmed, both seats, and Alex Albon. And one to be confirmed at Williams as well. So there's going to be... So still there's 3 seats available this year.
There's constantly rumours about Albon going back to Red Bull.
Red Bull.
I really don't know why he'd even consider that.
No, I don't think so.
No.
He's the way Williams are going, give him a couple of years, I reckon they'll be back up there.
He seems way more comfortable and probably driving way better than he would at Red Bull.
If he wasn't,
But you do wonder then if he went to Red Bull now as opposed to when he was there.
He'd probably do better.
Yeah.
He would do better.
He's experienced in that. Yeah.
He also comes across as someone who doesn't need the added stress that comes with Red Bull.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
because it is.
I could nearly see him. Being like, oh well, I'm happy at Williams. I'll stay here rather than.
At least Williams seems to like they've got an upward trajectory at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Whereas at the moment, Red Bull's is diving.
It's going the other way at the moment. Yeah.
They've already started losing. Things aren't going good for them. Yeah.
Although you put Helmet's comment in there regarding Red Bull, saying they have a luxury problem.
Yeah. So I think who's driving where next year is still very much up there. I really think that Max should be in AlphaTauri. And
well, that could be his next side challenge.
Exactly. Once he wins the championship this year.
Yeah.
Put him in there. Let him.
Put him in the Alfie. Put him in the second. Put him in the car that's the worst car in the field at the moment.
Yeah. And then maybe Dan and Liam fight out the championship at Red Bull.
Exactly.
Who's going to be driving with Dan at AlphaTauri?
What?
Red Bull,
No, well,
big boss,
Max,
big boss balls, the Alpha Tauri.
if Max is
You
there,
go, boss.
Yeah,
Max will be there with Yuki.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it'll be
What is
Sergio and Dan.
What happens if Yuki's kicks
I
Max's
think
ass each week?
Dan
He's
and
ready.
Liam. Dan and
What-
Liam
what-
will
Okay,
be.
make it
what-
the Australasian. Make it the
what hap-
Australasian two guys.
What happens if Yuki beats Max every race?
Well, then how good do we think Liam is?
Exactly.
He's good.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. If you're going to take that stance, the Dan versus Yuki was Yuki,
Yep.
and Liam versus Yuki is Liam.
Liam. Well,
No,
I've updated our.
Let's put Dan at the bottom.
Well, I've updated
that's
our
what we're trying to do.
standings now to add Liam into the list as well now.
So, because at the moment it's 2 Yuki, 1 Dan.
Yep.
Where's the two come from?
Because Zandvoort was Dan, and Dan put into a wall and couldn't race.
I think the big thing is that there's Max, Dan, and Liam will have a seat at a Red Bull next year.
And it's somebody fights over.
Who's
the
the odd man out then?
Dan. He's old and washed up. And because remember, New Zealand is actually closer to us in Melbourne than Perth is to us. So
Actually, technically,
Liam-
it is, yeah.
Liam is closer to us than Dan is. 'Cause we don't like Perth. I don't even think anyone from Perth watches this.
And then
We may
then
be
watch the
about to
comments.
find out.
Maybe
watch
in
the
5 to 8 years when they catch up with what's happening in Formula One.
What's YouTube?
There goes 3 of our viewers.
Exactly.
Then we're down to 2.
While they log on off their dial-up connections.
Yes.
Yeah. It's funny. I've got work colleagues in WA, and basically WA stands for wait a while.
Yeah. I'll get that soon.
Yeah. That's
Um,
crazy.
So Japan predictions?
Japan
Yes.
next week.
Yeah.
And
Next
Dave, you get
week.
to watch it properly.
Yeah, and it's on during the day, and there's no Bathurst in the way.
I
Woohoo.
know. And I need to
All right.
I need to cancel things and change things around so I can watch qualifying during the day.
I know. How good's that?
Yeah, well, that's going to be the problem now that I've already made some plans on Saturday, and
I can watch it live.
so I
I've got
probably
no-
will
I've
be
got nothing
watching
planned.
qualifying.
I need to work
Yeah.
out how to watch practice while I'm at work on Friday.
Easy. I'll be
Oh, yeah.
I'll be at home. I'll be working from home that day.
I have to work in the office.
So
Predictions.
Color science, I'd imagine everyone's going to go for.
No?
What, second?
Ah,
So we're not going for the
Have you
win room
still-
though.
Have you still not worked this out after 30 episodes?
Exactly. We don't do first anymore. We go second to
Oh,
fourth
yeah.
and then predict 10th.
oh yeah. So
I need. Oh God.
yeah,
I'm
I think
going to
it's
go.
pretty clear. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm going to actually look at this because where am I?
You're second.
I'm second by a mile.
Yep.
Yeah,
All
so it
right.
doesn't matter what I do.
So I'm pretty.
No,
I'm
you're still
pretty,
beating Matt.
pretty
You're
sure
not?
Bobby has been cheating since I let him have control of the sheet.
I
Oh,
have not.
100%.
Yeah.
Check the history.
I should actually get extra points for putting Verstappen second.
Well,
But he didn't finish second.
No, no, but everyone expected him to win, so no one actually picked him. Whereas I thought he'd come at least second.
What did he finish fifth?
Yeah.
All right. So
Alright.
who wants to put their things in first?
There you
Rob,
go.
you're on. You going, Rob?
I'll go. Oh, okay, Rob, go.
All right.
Rob?
I'm gonna go.
You gonna enter it or should I enter it?
No, you enter it. You're in charge now. I'm gonna put
Yep.
you in charge. I'm gonna put George, even though I hate George, is second.
Yep.
Piastri
I think I'll
third.
Fuck.
Yep.
Fourth
Fourth.
is going to be Leclerc,
Leclerc. Yep.
and 10th is going to be Lawson. God, hang on. Where did Lawson finish? 9th or 8th? 9th.
9th.
No.
Yeah, he was 10th
Yeah, but he finished 9th.
because of fucking Russell crashing.
Yes.
I missed out on my 10th points.
Yes, you
10th place
did.
points.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you just tipped George.
That was 10 points. No, hang on, was it?
yeah, it was 10 points.
Yeah, 10 points. I could have got. I could have
You could
been
have got 10
clear
points.
leader.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Damn,
I know.
Russell.
You can blame George for that. Yes, he
Yeah.
was 10th.
Yeah.
Dave.
Pastry in second.
Yep.
Nice.
Lando, Fernando in third.
Alonso. Yes.
Maybe Science in fourth.
Science. Okay.
And Yuki for 10th.
Yuki and Science. Okay.
Nice.
Medium thing. I will go for Norris to finish second again.
I know. You're doing well
I
getting
will-
the second place.
Who me? I've got a lot of seconds.
Yeah.
Hamilton for third,
Yep.
No.
and I will go Science for fourth, and 10th. I am actually gonna go left of field here. Ocon.
Oh, God. Oh, I guess 10th.
Having said that, though, I mean, they've bounced back quite a few times this year.
They have.
Yeah.
They've been
So-
up and down.
Yeah,
Up
so
and
they
down.
had a terrible Singapore, so they're probably
Yeah.
due to have a good Japan.
Yeah.
They should get some points.
I did
And-
see something before about where Japan should have their race. And one of
Oh,
the-
what?
Like-
Like away from Suzuka.
Yeah, well, they like Suzuka, twin ring, Montegi.
Twin Rig.
The
Yeah,
other
Ring
suggestion,
Montegi.
the other suggestion was Tokyo City race, like through the streets
Oh,
of
not
Tokyo.
another. Not, nah.
But that would look pretty cool at night time.
It
Oh,
would,
yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
yeah.
Tokyo's
But,
brilliant
yeah,
at night.
whether you would get Tokyo shut down for it.
That's,
Yeah, it probably wouldn't happen, but it
No,
would
you
look
can't.
amazing.
It would look amazing,
Um,
but there's no way they're going to shut it down.
It'd be very Gran Turismo 2.
Yeah. And Motegi's not a bad track to drive.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it's Suzuka. Like,
I don't know.
fuck everything else, Suzuka.
The iRacing races I've done in Suzuka and any other racing game I've played, I do not like racing on it. I don't know what it is.
Really?
I do not enjoy it. Yeah.
Suzuka's awesome. It's a prick of a track because it's
Yeah.
What is Suzuka?
difficult. Yeah, but the
I know,
challenge
It's a great
is there.
race. It's a great race. It's a great
Yeah,
track.
because it's brilliant.
And I
because
think the
it's
drivers like it too.
a prick.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, my favorite track to drive in the sim is Road Atlanta. So I think that is just an
I've
absolute ball.
never actually done.
oh
Yeah,
yeah. Even when I playing Forza and stuff on Xbox, it was always my favorite track. Unfortunately, I think IndyCar won't go there because of the runoff and such.
yeah.
but,
I think they do tests there,
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, but they take the hypercar, not the hypercars, the LMP3s and
yeah.
whatever they're called, the IMSA cars and stuff there.
Oh,
Mm.
you know what I just realised for this week? Matt's
Yeah.
put Norris down twice.
Oh, do we get the
Yeah, we get the
Yeah.
veto on this for 10th.
Yeah,
Sargent 10th?
He's got Norris. He's got Norris for finishing third, and he's got Norris finishing 10th.
If you say Sargent gets 10th, I'm going to be real happy.
yeah. I think if you stuff up like that, it just defaults to Sergeant. Whatever
Yep.
position.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Sargent.
Yeah,
Yep. So
So
he
that
gets
was
Sargent.
also. I also heard that his seat was safe next year.
well, possibly.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
yeah. Like at least his crashes aren't huge.
yeah, like Strolls.
Yeah, they look reasonably cheap compared to
Other people's.
Schumacher's crashes.
Did
Ooh.
Aston Martin actually have the car rebuilt for the race?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because it's a lot of people are like, oh, Stroll's a pussy or whatever.
There was
You're like, he was in a pretty big crash, and chances are the car wouldn't be repaired in time because it was.
I think he was also pretty sore from it, and so I did see something about that they couldn't chuck a. They didn't have anyone that could actually drive the car for that race because they
by that
practice this
point,
year or
though,
something.
yeah, you would, because De Vries still qualified like
Yeah.
Okay.
Williams last year.
According to Autosport,
But De Vries is nowhere to be seen these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like because the crash happened in qualifying, I think
Yeah.
it's too late to change the driver.
Yeah,
okay.
So
unless
I
it's
think
not
if
who's done practice.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
not only
so-
that, they reckon the repair job was too big as well.
yeah, but
It
it
was
was
a
like
decent whack.
Yeah.
last
It was
year.
a
I
decent
think
whack.
because De Vries had already done the practice on the Friday with Aston,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then he did. I think he did practice and qualifying for
Yeah.
Williams on the Saturday. Whereas I think possibly, say, if that accident had happened in FP3 and you could have had like your reserve driver come in for qualifying,
yep.
yeah.
I think you're okay. But because the accident happened in qualifying, you can't
You
then
can't
put
replace
in the
the driver.
reserve driver. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's too
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, that's all right. Saying that he's soft is he
That
had
was a crash.
He broke both his wrists and got back driving before he finished healing. Like
Yeah,
he's
Exactly.
not. I wouldn't call him a soft.
He's not
The-
soft. Nah.
Soft rich boy.
I-
He's a
I think, and like you would be sore in that, but it is an easier excuse to say, like, look, we're worried about his health. You know,
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
going to sit out the race, rather than saying we can't put the car together quick enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a lot more media friendly, etc. To
Saying
take that
saying we're worried
Yeah.
about we just
health
wanna
and
make sure.
safety kind of route rather than the
Because
Yeah.
unlike IndyCar and NASCAR, you don't really hear them talk about like concussion and stuff either.
no.
Like, maybe
No.
there might have been a little concussion, and they're like,
Well, that's
sit out.
yeah. That's
Well,
the
he
other
did.
thing,
His head
because-
did go side to side. Like
Yeah.
if you saw the replay, like his
Yeah.
head did bounce around inside the
Yeah, and
cockpit
he probably
during that.
and he could have had a bit of concussion. They've just not
Possibly.
said it.
They basically just said, let's just let's
Yeah.
not let him race this week,
Yeah,
so he'd be
Yeah.
ready for next week
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah. Cool.
Any with the weather? How was it looking? Any rain?
I think
It'll
a
be
little bit of rain Friday, but fine for the rest of
It'll
the
be
weekend.
15 degrees in Melbourne tomorrow.
No, I'm talking about
pretty crappy, really.
I was talking about Japan, Rob,
Oh.
or Tokyo.
No, I assume Japan is always warm and muggy.
No, it isn't. I went there.
Sometimes they have thunderstorms.
Oh,
I was there during when was it? 2012 when I went on
Yeah.
a business trip. I was actually in Japan during the
Business.
during the race weekend,
yeah.
but I didn't know at the time. I was so
I'm trying to think if that was a wet one or not.
yes, it was actually it was because I remember
Mm.
it did rain a little bit that day in Tokyo.
yeah.
Half of them are wet and half of them are muggy.
Yeah.
Dry. Muggy,
Hopefully,
yeah.
but then
It's funny.
then-
It was right. That that time of year in Japan's almost like the crossover period between hot muggy summer versus you get 1 or 2 weeks of normalish weather and then it just gets freezing cold.
Yeah.
So I was in that in between period when I was there.
Okay. Bit like
So
Melbourne.
this bit like Melbourne,
Hot one day,
Melbourne-
freezing the
That's
next.
fine.
hot one day, freezing the next, and then
Yeah.
who knows what's going to happen the next 7 days.
It's going to be cold and then start warming up again.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then eventually, once it gets warm again, you're thinking, "Oh yes, it'll start raining again."
Yeah. I just
Typical
pulled all
Melbourne.
my pairs of shorts out. Got them prepared for
Yeah.
this. Now
And
I've
then-
got pants on.
Got pants on.
Yeah.
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 Very
It's
disappointing.
bullshit.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. We're
I think
done.
we've pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
wait,
questions? Any questions
Yeah.
from the viewers? Leave them down below. and we'll get back to next week.
And
Oh, wait
yeah,
a second. You said you wanted a sake recommendation. For the
Has
race.
anyone got any sake recommendations for next week? Also, leave
Rob
that in
will
the
read the
comments.
comments. Yep.
Yeah.
Rob will read the comments.
and
Read the
then
comments.
Rob will shout us all sake for next week's live stream.
I had sake a
Yes.
couple of years ago, and I didn't know what I was going to expect. I was expecting it was going to be like harsh and horrible. It's actually really, really nice. It's kind of sweet and yummy.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It
sure
is
we did have a
fermented
shot
right.
of it the other week when we went to a Japanese restaurant when I was in the Gold Coast, and
it's much better. It's much better than Mexico race weekend with tequila.
Yeah, well, there was also a tequila shot that week, and
nice.
that nearly blew my head off.
Yes, don't come to my house then, because I have multiple bottles of tequila.
4.
It never ends up fun.
Yeah,
Of course not.
yeah. The funny thing is, though, there's a bit of a difference between a bad tequila and a good tequila.
Yeah, that is very true.
But even a good tequila, you're like, that tastes pretty good, but fuck, it still blows your head off.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, on that note,
right.
normal programming resumes next week. We'll
Hopefully.
see you then.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.